A tree wrapped a spin fire. The NFT diving deep into project. He's the crypto energizer. From memecoins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto
Good morning,
community,
Mega GMs. Happy Friday. It is January 23rd, and here we are at it again, asking the important questions. What if, boys? What if, boys and girls? What if Bitcoin isn't digital gold? What if it's not? And what if it's what if Bitcoin is a meme coin? What if it's the meme coin, the ultimate meme coin? What if? I think it may be. No, but also like Abstract keeps giving errors, so I stream to it, and sometimes the video doesn't ever like play there. I don't think Abstract streaming always works perfect. Right? Like I don't change any settings on this side, and like 90% of the time it works, but like sometimes just nothing happens. So like right now is a good example, right? Streaming to it, it looks like a blank stream, I think. And then usually like at some point during the stream it just kind of kicks on. So I don't know. I think it's an Abstract issue, like not a like I'm using StreamYard to stream. I don't think it's a StreamYard issue because everywhere else is fine. And then again, some days it works perfect, and then yeah, it's weird. It's been extra bad this week too. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop there's a link. I'm gonna drop it. If you guys peek right now, do you see it live or do you see like a black screen there? Does it look like I'm even streaming? I bet it just is gonna start at some point too. But yeah, it's been funny, man. I gotta get it fixed. Yeah, we'll see. Anyone who understands Bitcoin knows, spend as much time studying Bitcoin than you do as, stacking it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great shout. It's a great shout. We're still gonna ask that question a lot today. It's kinda important. DK, good morning, man. Alright, let's get to it. Boy, I just realized something. Um, Working on getting a special guest on today and, like Abstract, come on. Come on, Abstract. Yeah, maybe I just gotta, like I'm gonna check back in it in, like, 10 minutes. It's probably gonna be working. If not, I'm gonna blow it away and kinda set it up from scratch. We'll see. Yeah, weird. Okay. Funny enough, dude, I wonder if that's why I got so much less XP this week. Like, it'll even show me on my side that it's streaming, and sometimes it'll be a black screen, but I got way less. I got, like, 5 times less XP this week, so, yeah, maybe there's something to it. For another day, another time, get it figured out. Mufasa, good morning. Alright, let's do it. Let's get to it. Hopefully guests coming up. And also, gotta send a DM because I just God, I suck sometimes. I just remembered it's back. Yeah, see? If it's streaming now hang on. Oh, okay, alright. This video froze. Alright, hang on. I'm sorry. Technical issues this morning. Let me fix the freezing thing. I know exactly what that is. Okay. We should be good now. I don't think we'll get freezes here. Better now, I bet. Yeah. Tested something new. StreamYard added in some, like video tools, change brightness, contrast stuff, and I toggled one on, and I could feel it was a little choppy, but yeah, it's not good. Should be good now. Alright, we should be good. No glitches. We'll figure out Abstract later, but do it again. I wonder if that's why I didn't get, XP. We'll see. Alright, guest situation. Might have a guest coming on. Made me remember that I fucked up, man. I fucked up. I think Jay Squiggle, I'd invited him on, and didn't I didn't follow up with that. I didn't lock it in. I'm like, "Let's do Friday." And then we didn't do I didn't lock it I fucked up. If, Jay Squiggle's not on today, I want him on whenever he wants. week. He's got his big launch coming up, and I'll share that when we, get to NFTs. But, yeah, yeah, yeah. Boy, what a way to start. Alright, let's get started with, like man, let's drop a meme coin on you, because it feels like at least the past few days, hell, maybe even the past couple of weeks, but we're waking up to, like, a new meme coin runner, which is nice for a change, man. You know, it's a good sign of the space. I don't trust any of it, by the way. But wake up this morning to see this penguin meme coin. I'm not gonna tell I don't know the origin. I saw this first with, like, pudgy penguins, and I thought maybe this is a meme spawned by pudgy penguins, but now I think pudgy penguins are copying whatever this other thing is. I hope one of you's got the story, but right, we wake up to a $12 million runner. Very nice, very nice. I'm not touching it. I didn't play it. I'm not gonna touch it because this will be really interesting. I'm gonna pull up the chart in a second, but now a few times over the past couple weeks, we've gotten coins that have run 2 coins that have run to, like, 60 mil, and both of them fall to basically 0, right? And before that, we get white whale that ran to what, 200 mil, 250 mil. The market's given us those, but none of them have lasted. We had white whale go from that 200, 250 fell to 30 mil, 50 mil. It's around 50-ish now. Again, the other 2, gas and Ralph, 60 mil down to 1 mil, maybe 3 mil. Do we have our next runner? And do we have something that can actually last? I don't trust it. I don't trust any of this right now. Especially right now, I don't trust any of it. But sure as hell better be watching. So there it is. The ticker's penguin. So, like, I wasn't sure if it started with pudgy penguins, right? Like I was saying, I'm not sure if it started here. Like this, I mean, look, this tweet's from before the meme coin was minted, I think. But I have a feeling this is a play on whatever, like whatever's the real meme. Either way, great to see a pretty, like, organic looking meme being born here. Here's your chart. 12.6 mil. Market cap's on so messed up. Am I on the right coin then? Yeah, this one can't be right. Or this one's messed up. This one's only showing 1,000 in liquidity. That can't be the right one, right? Oh, dude, yeah, this is the right one. Go find the right one. It's man, memes are so stupid, dude. It's so hard to find. Well, maybe it's just me. It's so hard to find the right memes. Yeah, should be this one. Here we go. There we go. It's a spicy looking chart. Touched almost 15 mil. I don't trust it, man. I don't think we got a great foundation anymore. Okay, so the past few weeks, I told you I'm in gambling mode, right? I don't think we're in easy win time, but it was easier than it's been for a couple months. So I was playing and I'm gambling and I'm, here and there. I'm making some bets, and now I'm not. Right? I'm not going to play this. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch anything right now. I don't trust it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be okay missing anything, any big runners. I'm gonna be okay missing it, and I want to get confirmation that something's happening here that we can sustain more than like a day or two. That's what I'm waiting for now. I'm not gonna touch it. If other people are in it, like GG's, I hope this thing fucking sends to 100 mil. Right? I hope it does. Be great for the space. And by the way, you should like root for this stuff because if that happens, you're gonna get another one. Right? If it happens, it means you gotta dial in, you gotta get ready for that next one. We need it to happen. Uh, I don't know. Like, I got in that time coin yesterday, and it had potential, and by yesterday evening, I'm back down to even. In fact, actually, no, I'm down a little on that time coin. And in that one early at, like 200K market cap, last night I looked at it was, like, at 170, 180. I don't trust it right now, any of it. Again, if you can catch a runner, make some money, I would probably exit as quickly as you can. You guys can debate if you wanna leave a little moon bag or whatever, but, I'm not playing. I don't think it's time to play. Moonship, you think so? It's yeah, right, it's a good looking chart. You look at that, you're like, "Damn, yeah, that's" yeah, it can look too good, or, like, look, sometimes that can just mean people are really hungry for a runner, so there's not a lot of sell pressure. Everybody's hoping so badly that 2 60 mil runners in the past week, they're hoping we got another here, right? So I could make that case that it's real, but why chance it? I don't wanna throw away any more money. I think most of the things I've bought the past, few weeks, probably at this point, even on all of them, maybe down a little. I don't think any of them I'm up on. Maybe the Project Eon I'm up on, Vibester I'm up on a little bit. I imagine Mute I'm even or down a little. Um, Trying to think what else, right? But it's a lot of stuff like that. I don't trust much of it. I peeked at the Moonbirds stream. I peeked, yeah, Moonbirds or Solana's got, like, a Moonbirds 24-hour stream, and I saw Choose Rich Nick on it, and saw some other dudes streaming Counter-Strike, and I peeked, and I'm like, it's not for me. It's for the, that's for the kids, man. It's not for me. But pretty cool still. Alright, so I just wanna serve that up. Tell you there's a runner right now. This is the meme coin of the day, and, I hope people are making money on it. I'm sure some people are, but, especially here, not chasing anything. Anything, but we'll keep you served up with these. Mufasa, yeah, dude, yeah. Yep. I'm not in chase mode. In fact, if anything, maybe right now is the time to look at discounts and find tokens that have pulled back to maybe their normal support levels thing, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's some safer plays out there with some upside. I think that's the way to go. But anyway, like, look, when things are happening, we'll put them in front of you as soon as they're happening, right? That's one of the things that I'm, like, proud of about the show. We might not trade everything, but we usually see everything, and we usually see things pretty early. Really cool if this was a 24/7 kinda show stream, catch 'em all. But anyway, make sure you catch it all. You do that by tuning into the show. Subscribe over here. It's Crypto Slam over on YouTube. By the way, views are like people saying views are so bad. They're not bad. We don't ever pull crazy views. Here and there we do, right? If we got a viral headline topic, whatever. Something about that dumbass thumbnail gets people a little bit, right? The views have been pretty decent, I think, all things considered. That we're supposed to be at a 5-year low. I think, like, kinda I'm happy where stuff's out and engagement and what people are who's tuning in. I think it's pretty good. God, the abstract thing's starting to bug me, though. I'm just gonna be honest. That's starting to bug me that it's not live. Oh, well. Follow on X, it's Crypto Slam IO. Streaming on X over on Slam Nation X. You can follow there as well. And most importantly, and here we go. Stop it, Mufasa. You stop that. You're right. He's right. He's right. Go to ethoswarm.ai, get on the wait list here. I mentioned a couple times this week that this show I might go on hiatus. The first time ever, it might go on hiatus for, like, a week. That might really happen, guys. It might really happen. Might really happen. I chatted with the team yesterday. Everybody's like, "You make that call. It's on you." But, everyone's that might happen. If so, the goal is still go live. Not gonna prep, not gonna have all the tabs open. I think we're gonna check token prices. We'll go pull up somebody's, like, morning recap, and we'll go look dig into it. We'll be live for, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but I'm not gonna do normal things. It's just for a week because we're ramping up for just cool shit that I really wanna make sure goes right, that we crush it, and I know we will, but just a heads up, I will let you know if that happens. You'll see, of course. Um, it's funny, Moonship, in a way I probably could. There's a few people that I am getting their hands on it. I'd rather have it be like it you'll there's a specific reason I don't want to yet, because it's like once the cat's out of the bag, it's different. I'll just say this, it's really different. And when the cat's out of the bag, then it's out of the bag, you know? It's cool as fuck. Alright, let's look at some crypto prices, getting some headlines here. Ralph is dude, game over for Ralph, right? I didn't even check. What's the market cap of Ralph? What's the market cap? And by the way, if you didn't see what happened, I'll give you the TLDR. God, we're getting choppy again. TLDR is the guy who built, the Ralph Wiggum thing. He didn't even launch the coin, right? But he got the fees and he had a bunch of tokens sold just dumped a whole bunch of token because he doesn't care. So that's what happened. Alright, let me do this quick and then kill the page because I think it's making us choppy here, but, there's Bitcoin 89.3, ETH 2,900. Look, ETH not looking great, man. BNB 888, Ripple 190, Solana 126, and I'm gonna, yes, check Monero, and I'm gonna check Midnight. 513 for Monero, and where's Midnight? Let's see. I'm just really curious if it's yeah, there we go, right at number, 100 by market cap. You know, crazy, right? It's funny. Like, nobody's surprised, and, like, at the same time, I'm surprised. I thought that one looked like it had well, I was gonna say it looked like it had a legit chance. It did. It did. And these are the things you can't always plan for other people's, like, actions. We should just you should plan that the dev's gonna rug. Dev. In this, really actually the dev. You should plan that they're gonna rug. Safest way to play this stuff. But it's a bummer, man. It's a huge freaking bummer. I'm gonna see if I can man, I'm gonna try juggling something. I wanna see if I can get abstract, back in business. I'll do it while I'm still talking. Bitcoin ETF volume yesterday. Well, flows. 32 million outflows yesterday. Over on the ETH side, actually, I'll do abstract after. I'll do it in a minute. 42 million outflows, and then Solana. Look, just every day it's inflows here. So we'll go like three. I'm gonna go three. I'm gonna go 4 million inflows. Let's see. 1.7 million inflows. It's just always different. Like very rarely do we see outflows in the Solana ETFs. Man, I just feel like it's all so manipulated right now. Yeah, I think it's probably a safe way to play, yeah. I need to see something really different. Look, I'm definitely like, I'm not opposed to white whale at this point. Kinda curious what it's at. 34 mil. I don't hate white I mean, not even that I don't hate white whale, I kinda like white whale here. I kinda like white whale here. Like, if this market bounces back, this thing's gonna rip. I don't trust we're gonna bounce back right here. I don't. So, so I'm not touching yet. Dude, what's the market cap of that Seeker token? That's looking fucking fantastic. Yeah, there's white whale. Let's peek at Ralph while we're here. Ralph is at a mill. Wow. I'm I am legit shocked about this one. Like, for real, like, when it crashed, like, I bought some, I just played the quick rebound, I just assumed it would rebound, and it did. That's fucking funny, man. Yeah. I assumed it would rebound, and it did, but I didn't trust it because that guy kept being a dickhead on and I'm like, that guy's just a troll." And, yeah, now everybody's lost confidence there. That sucks, man. I didn't expect this to be at a mill, and gas last I saw, which is a few days ago, was at 1.5. Let's see what gas is at. Gas is probably like 700K. This is at 500K. Dude, this is so bad. This is so bad. I kinda can't believe it. That's that's crazy. Um, man, I don't know, man. It's like I'm not gonna say Bagzap is in trouble, but, like, this is so bad for Bagzap. What do they got? And it's bad for my little bag of time I still have. This is so bad. Let's see what time's at. So, again, I got into time at 200K. It ran to, like, 800. It's probably at 100K now. Yeah, yeah, 116K. Yeah, I'm not gonna gamble on any of this stuff right now at all. Like, man, come on, not at all. Yeah, Crazy. Infrastructure better than shit coins, and, like, yes, but then, like, the infrastructure coins well, okay, real deal infrastructure coins, fuck yeah. There's just so many that it's still just a meme coin, you know what I mean? It's like we don't have a fix for that yet. Okay, I think I got abstract fixed. Let me hang on, let me see if I got it. Can I let's see. Hang on, I wanna get streaming over there, but yeah, this is crazy. By the way, my rec drink, what is it, the cherry one? The new rec drink came in yesterday. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I dig it. It's like sparkling water. I still want that energy drink, but, like, dude, pretty good. I'm a fan. Yeah, I don't think I'm touching memes right now. NFTs a whole different story. Dude, like, I still like NFTs, and oh, by the way, there's a new mint from past couple days that's looking pretty damn good, and we're talking, like, 0.015 good, but I like the pace NFTs, you know? Okay. Abstract, I think we're now let's see. There you go. That's yeah, perfect, dude. Mufasa, attention sensitive. Yeah. Alright, abstract. Let's see now. If it doesn't work now, I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore today. Dude, so annoying though. Whatever. Um, did they say they'll do an energy drink? And, OSF said the regulations yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Last I heard, and I was in the Discord asking, and this is like a week ago, like, yes, there is still an energy drink, but maybe that coulda changed too, because I bet there's extra hoops they gotta jump through. I was asking if the X Game partnership one, if that's gonna be the, energy drink, and it's not. X Game is gonna be another grapefruit one. I think it's even gonna be like the, OpenSea partnerships, the OpenSea collab, because that was grapefruit. I think it's that repurposed for, X Games. But then in the chat, we're saying it's a separate thing that's for the energy drink, which will be cool. I mean, this like, this screams energy drink. I don't get sparkling water feel from it, you know? It's good though. It's better than the lime one. This might be perfect. Doja Note infrastructure went up 250x. Look, man, I'm okay with memes. It's just gotta be the right market, man. Great point. Yeah, great point. Yeah, I imagine an energy drink is kinda hard. When did you hear, by the way, that they might not do, energy drink? That wouldn't surprise me if they canceled that, but, you know, again, last I heard is it's happening, so we'll see. Look, we got a win. We at least got a win, and it's not moving the needle because it's not, like, official yet, but the House passed the government funding bill, meaning, like, look, government shutdown is what's on the horizon or was. By next Saturday, so by next Friday well, Saturday because they do weekends, right? If there wasn't a funding bill passed, we potentially are up against another government shutdown next week, and that's the next thing that was coming that would could crush us. At this point, it's not tariffs, it's government shutdown, that's what could crush us, and it's looking alright here, okay? So the House passed the funding bill. Next up is the Senate. If it passes the Senate, then I think we're okay. I think we're okay, which is pretty awesome. So, at least some good news. Again, moving the needle? No. Like, doesn't no, it's just not. But, we'll take these wins. By the way, I think at some point, these wins start adding up. At some point. You know, Cosmos, good morning, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Because then the other side of things, silver probably guys, keep me posted too, and if you're looking at price of silver, hit 99 bucks this morning. Gold is probably gonna hit 5K today. Both of these sitting at new all-time highs, and they just keep going. And you look at a chart, I mean, come on, come on. What a crazy looking chart. This is like these are those awesome up only charts, and it feels like they're gonna keep going, man. It feels like they're gonna keep going. Silver's looking ridiculous, gold looking ridiculous, and, on our side, it's just not happening. This post is pretty fucking interesting too, right? Like, spot on. It's not a good signal when traders are front running resistance here, right? We're not even getting to our resistance levels. It's traders front running that. That's crazy. You know what, dude? Always good news. It's a frame of mind, right? Dude, abstract's really not working. No good news on that front. Like, I reset it back up, still not working. This is like an abstract problem, right? Abstract streaming is kinda busted. That stuff. So, if you see it streaming over there, it's probably just a blank black screen. Stupid. Um, yep, that's a good shout too, Moonship. Moonship, you're fucking locked in. World scared the US wants to run crypto, which is probably really true. Now here's where that gets interesting. And I think you got a little war going on. I really do think this is conspiracy. This is tinfoil hat shit. It probably is, right? But China's buying gold like crazy. It could be China playing the opposite side of crypto, and that's what we've been hearing a lot of since 1010, and actually all last year. China's selling Bitcoin, China's buying gold. That could very much be happening. World's scared that we wanna run crypto, so here's what happens though, or could happen. It's like a resistance right now to crypto. If we get our way and we become Trump says we are the crypto capital of the world. I don't feel it yet, but if we become that, they may have to play catch up. That'd be perfect. That's kind of what I want. But right now, I don't know, it feels super manipulated to me. I still like Bitcoin at this price. It's awesome it holding up like it is, but it certainly isn't digital gold, right? It's not right now. Damn mice. Love that. Actually, right wait, remind me, when was COVID? Was COVID ended 2019, beginning of 2020? Whenever COVID was first bubbling up is, when I was buying silver and gold. I still have it. I'm never gonna sell it. I bought dude, get this, guys. I bought gold and silver as a collectible. I just wanted to have some. I'm never gonna sell it. But yeah, I mean, this is crazy. So here's the question, man. Have you realized this, or are you starting to? Bitcoin isn't digital gold. It's not a safe haven. Anybody coming around to that idea? By the way, I'm not. I'm not. I think it is still. I don't think it's fully there. It's obviously not fully there. And make no mistake, the title's not really clickbait. It Bitcoin is a meme coin. It is the OG meme coin. It is the best meme coin, and it's a meme coin that can be, like, willed into existence. Absolutely, absolutely can happen. And yes, you got cases where it's like the payment token, and yes, there's places it's kind of a store of value, but kind of. You can't just say a thing is a thing and it becomes it, right? And I'm all about that, man. You can will things into existence. I think we've all done that at times, and in fact, like, maybe actively now, and hey, if you're personal growth goals, that's how you get there. If you wanna be the thing, then be the thing. But man, that's hard looking at a chart like this, at a graphic like this. Crypto total market cap, 5 years, 3 trillion. Today, 3 trillion. Meanwhile, metals went from 12 trillion to 40 trillion. Now there you go. Hedge from inflation. Well, we hope, and as of right now, it's not, but we hope, and I believe, look, I'm not gonna be just personally, I'm not all in with my time. Fuck the money side. I'm not all in with my time if I didn't believe it. I believe it, like, to my core. There's no part of me that does not believe it. Like, it'll be that's how the story ends, and actually that's where the story is in a few years. I believe it. I know it. But it is a meme coin. It's the best meme coin. It just is. Okay, until things like this happen, we need this, and we need a lot more of this. It's a meme coin until it's not a meme, till it's like reality, and it's the strategic Bitcoin reserves. We had the federal government say last week, actually, maybe it was this week. I think it was Bessent saying again, sees Bitcoin goes in the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Great. We wanna hear we're buying Bitcoin. Um, but the state strategic Bitcoin reserves are great too. Kansas new bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and other cryptos, by the way, which is cool. But we need a lot more of this for Bitcoin to not just be a meme coin. By the way, I don't think you got states betting on a meme coin. I believe that there's more going on behind the scenes. I believe there's reasons Michael Saylor's spending what he's spending on Bitcoin. I think there's a lot more happening behind the scenes as far as plans and then a goal, like a method to get there. I believe it. But I kinda dig this take. Bitcoin should be at 600 to 800K right now. Should be, if the correlation to M2 held up, and if the correlation, uh, to gold's market cap held up. It hasn't. Bitcoin feels like it's being suppressed, right? It to me, it does. I have a feeling, whatever, I don't know, in a few months or maybe in a year or a couple years, I have a feeling we're gonna hear a story about, like, what was going on right now, and maybe since 1010, something that was happening that was keeping prices depressed. I feel like there's something there that's not organic. It's just a gut feeling. That's from being in this so long that you can feel when things are, moving the way they're supposed to and when they're not. It doesn't Bitcoin doesn't feel like it's moving the way it's supposed to. That said, if crypto's in a bear market, it could be that there's so much hype, demand, whatever for it now that it's keeping it above, like, it's keeping us from an actual real crash. Right? That could be too. I think we're gonna learn a lot about this, coming up. I believe it. But man, it's dead out there. And this is a part of it too. The buying that's going on in Bitcoin right now, it's big money, it's institutional money, it's definitely the OG Bitcoin whales actually buying too. It is, but like normies are not buying Bitcoin. They don't care about it. They're not searching about it. It feels different now too. It feels very corporate and it feels very manipulated, right? Nobody's looking at crypto stuff now. They're not. And while I pointed to views earlier, in a bull market, those numbers are different. In a bull market, those numbers I was showing before, 400 would be low. Daily views would be like 700, 800, 1,000, 1,500, 3,000, right? That's bear market views. Excuse me, bull market views. Now, this isn't quite bear market views, but, like, definitely, like, there's no interest out there. There's none. Why do they keep killing the meme? Dude, did they just kill that penguin meme? Did they just kill that? But you know why, right? Like, it's because like, they don't nobody believes in it. So, you're selling the second you're up. If you're up 2x better than you're gonna do anywhere else, so you of course you sell, you know? Let's go check that penguin meme again. So, I get why they're doing it. Sucks, but they're actually being really smart. Like, now I've learned it's stupid that I'm holding anything. Yeah, this one's I'll be watching this one. Mice I bet you that's happening. I bet you that's happening. I do, 'cause I think there's people who know what's really coming for Bitcoin. Again, that sounds tinfoil hatty, but again, if you're a crypto person, you probably assume that too. I think there's bigger plans for Bitcoin, and I think there's people who know that plan, and I imagine they're buying up as much Bitcoin as they can, and especially when it dips, it's especially why I think we just don't have any kind of crazy crash, or it's not that, we can crash, we can have a massive crash, but we get support. We don't live at crazy low levels anymore, but, again, still, it's quiet. And normies aren't here buying, and they're not coming back anytime soon, and man, I love Becker, I do. Becker's great. But every other post here is how crypto's ruined, it's broken, it's whatever. I love it, dude, I love it. Okay, this post I love because he's pointing out exactly what's happening, and back to the Wizard of Soho post, I love it because actually, hang on. Did he have another post actually calling it a meme coin? He might have, if he didn't, whatever. I love these posts because, like, I say this a lot, man, having been through 1 I've been through 2 bear markets, 2 bear and if we're in one now, this is the 3rd. And, like, again, I say it every like, multiple times a week. Last bear market did not feel sentiment-wise like a bear market normally does. It just doesn't. Like, people lose hope. You're supposed to lose hope in a bear market. You're supposed to think it's over. You're supposed to, and not just, like, over for a year, you're supposed to think it's, like, fucking over. This stuff doesn't work. Bitcoin's not really digital gold, right? That's what you feel in a bear market. We didn't get it. We haven't had that in, like, 8 years. Think about that. It's been 7 or 8 years since we had that kinda sentiment, and we're getting it now. I You couldn't ask for a better setup. Bitcoin doesn't care long term. It's the ultimate hedge against inflation and money printing. Yep. Again, I'm completely with China. Dude, honestly, 0 thoughts. No thoughts. I never think about it. It probably doesn't help at all, but no thoughts. Um, I'm just saying, look, if Dr. Profit, you know his take, thinks we're gonna be sideways and down all year till September, October, money printing happens, and Bitcoin is off to the races. And off to the races is, like, off on its way to 200K, right? It's not my take, although it is my take too, for the most part. It's Dr. Profit who's been like, "Dude, like, nail on the head all year, for the past year, maybe longer." That next run we get, whenever it starts, and, like, the difference in my take is I think that can happen sooner. I think it can. I'm hoping it I'm hoping it does. I'm kind of betting it does. But when that happens, it's gonna be insane because so many crypto people are losing hope. Normies don't give a shit. In fact, you know what's funny? Normies haven't lost hope, they just don't care. They feel like they missed it, so normies don't care. We're almost gonna get a, like, double effect here. Normies are gonna just care again. They still believe Bitcoin is gonna be the thing we believe too, right? That's what normies think, they just think they missed it. The crypto people are the guys who lost hope, and at some point that flips for them, and they get that belief, they get that thing again, that fire gets lit again, and they're back at buying. It's going to happen. At the same time the normies do. It's gonna be pretty fucking special when it happens, it is. And stable coins and yield and the Clarity Act, again, just basically repeating myself, um, it's not gonna pass, man, it's not. Banking lobbies making stablecoin yields or ending stablecoin yields its top priority for 2026. Probably beyond just the Clarity Act, right? Because if the Clarity Act doesn't pass, they need to go a step further, they still need to kill what's actually happening already. It's their top priority for the year. So if it doesn't pass, then they still wanna go and push and undo things from the Genius Act, trying to kill it. And by the way, there's a chance they win, which would be crazy, but Cynthia Loomis in her last, few months here, like, look, doing her best to get this thing over the finish line, and it's not gonna happen. But she's saying, "Man, the Biden administration tried to kill the digital asset industry, the crypto industry, and she's trying to get the Clarity Act to stop them from doing it again. They will do it again, they will. They're definitely gonna try again because they're trying right now. When they're in control, they're going to do it. It is important to get it passed." Yeah, I mean, just human nature, man. Just human fucking nature, right? People are gonna gamble. They are gonna gamble. CZ on CNBC saying super cycle for Bitcoin in '26. I hope, dude. He's been saying that a bit. I hope he's right. There's a few people saying it, and, you know, I think I got a Kathy Wood thing to bring up here. If not, I should've. But it's like Kathy Wood saying it too, like, they're gonna say it 'cause it's in their best interest to say it, like, and by the way, could be, 'cause, like, no matter what, and me, like, kinda teasing about the meme coin shit, you know, Bitcoin being a meme coin, like, blockchain utilities there. I saw a funny post. Well, I'll hit the funny post in a minute, but look, it's all coming on chain. All of it's coming on chain. There you go. So BlackRock's Larry Fink, he's not saying it's gonna happen, but he wants the entire financial system on one chain. On one chain. What would that chain be? Is that ETH? Is that Solana? Is it probably, like, some kind of, like, government ledger or, like, a BlackRock-owned ledger? Do you think? Like, I probably would make that bet. I can't imagine that these guys want this on ETH, and they want, like, the Ethereum Foundation and ETH holders making that money when it could just be them, just their choice. They can just decide, we're gonna launch our own blockchain." Like, probably gonna happen. I would watch for that. They're never You're right, dude. Check it, you're so right, and they're never gonna stop because 'cause they're so that again, human nature, they're greedy. They're greedy, so they're not gonna fight. Doesn't matter what it costs and how long it takes. They just don't wanna not be the ones winning, you know? So, even if it's a losing battle for them, or it's gonna be crazy expensive for them to get their way, and again, years and years or decades even, like, they'll do it. Yep. Dude, facts. I gotta keep checking that penguin coin. Just would be great to see something with some motion here. But, okay, the post I saw, and I think it was a Thread guy post, right? It was awesome. It was like, hang on, it was, "Look, we were right about everything. We're right about the metaverse. We're right about digital gold. We're right about everything coming on chain." But it's like, but what if we're wrong about what is, like, the leader in each of those? What if, like, digital gold is actually digital gold, right? We've got platforms that tokenize gold already, right? Like, literally putting gold on chain. So what if Bitcoin, digital gold? Yes, but what if it's just that it's used by actually digital gold? So we were right, but maybe on the wrong asset. And same thing with the metaverse. It's like we believe in the metaverse idea, we're right, but what if it's still just Roblox? It's got its own economy, it's not on chain. Although Roblox is doing some on-chainy things, but infrastructure isn't on chain, but we were right. Wrong asset, wrong, ecosystem. And there was another one he mentioned in there too. I can't remember what it was exactly, but you get the point. We're right. We saw it right. What if we're also greedy, and this is really what's happening? We're also greedy that we killed our chance at being the thing because we had to cannibalize from each other, right? We couldn't just let the great things mature and grow and become, like, indisputable, right? No, we had to go and launch the PvP competitor and the next one and the next one and the next one, and it never ends, and we just, death by a thousand cuts kind of thing, and then we just opened the door for these guys to win. It's really exactly what happened. Now it's not game over. It's not game over. And again, I'm saying all this, and I believe Bitcoin's going to a bill, right? It's not game over, but it's certainly what's happening. Hey, dude, it's the first meme coin. It's the best meme coin. Johan, it's so good to see you, man. Dude, Johan, you should come on sometime, man. It's been way too long. You guys know Johan. Some of you know Johan. And if not, let's pull up Johan. Let's pull him up. You should definitely be following him. There we go. Here, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. A good friend of mine, an old friend. I always call him like my mentor here in crypto. Right? First dude to give me a chance here and like fucking love this guy. I'll send you a DM, man. Was like one of my brothers here at Crypto Slam. Good stuff. All right, give him a follow. We'll get him on the show. Long overdue. Let's keep going because I'm up against the clock. Wow, dude. Oh, I'm really up against the clock, man. Dude, I think he always will. I think he always will. All right. God, we got to get to NFTs. We got to get to AI. And yeah, clock isn't our friend today. All right, the SEC and the CFTC next week, next Tuesday. Pretty awesome. Holding a joint event, declaring for the thousandth time that the United States is the crypto capital of the world. We need to see that. Look, is that a needle mover? At some point, something like that is. At some point, you're going to get one of these, conferences, events, whatever, where they announce something that finally really moves the needle, not just words, but something on paper, right? Is it next Tuesday? Don't know. But one of these events at some point, we're gonna hear something that's a lot more tangible, that actually gets us excited again, that actually will then going back to the meme, again, becomes less of a meme. It's more like, "Oh, shit, it's actually happening now." Yeah, Bitcoin is that thing. One of these times, that's gonna happen from one of these things, and it can happen at any moment. Luke, good morning, man. Hey, that's smart. Big mama, I think you're right. And don't forget, I'm just reminding myself, by the way, don't forget, new Fed chair in May, May magnet in May. The market's gonna get pulled up into the right heading into May. It just is. We're gonna get those rate cuts. We're not gonna get them next week. That'd be shocking if we get them next week, actually, it would be pretty sweet, but very, very good chance this market gets pretty damn spicy, again, as we get closer to May. I do not think the new Fed chair is priced in at all, and again, I think there's a lot of manipulation going on. Alright, over to AI, let's just quickly peek at our top movers. We'll peek at virtuals. There's not a lot happening over on virtuals right now. There is some. Alright, top coin, our top mover at least, uh, Accurist, followed by OG, Venice, nice to see Venice, Piverse, and Quack AI. I haven't heard of half of these. It's funny these don't even show up, when we were using Cookie, again, not using them anymore. They didn't even show on Cookie. Um, and our top losers, Mind Network, Cled AI, PAL, IP, their story protocol, and Alchemist. Again, I don't know any of these guys. Yeah, Cookie just was not comprehensive enough, which is a bummer, but is what it is. New coins on virtuals, it's the same faces. There's nothing really new that's been hot. Can probably move right on from that. So let's check our top gainers. Trending tokens, Repo though. Repo felt like a pretty interesting buy opportunity when it was at 30. Looking decent. I would keep an eye on reply at this point and mute. Nothing's changed, right? Nothing's changed that's shaking up my order of things over there. And also what hasn't changed, well, on the board, we actually have something new, 100% revenue to kids. I'll look at that later. The fact that this just showed up, like, today means I wouldn't touch it. It's not legit, whatever. I mean, it is, but you're not gonna launch with 24 hours, in that 24-hour window if you have a legit thing. I wouldn't even bother. Black Swan on Monday, that will not be a nothing burger, but Way's still the one. That's what I got on my calendar. That's the one that's gonna have some motion. We'll cover it next week, launching on Tuesday, right? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and nothing else new. Nothing. Okay, in the virtuals ecosystem, again, not a lot of new stuff. Although, well, that's a lie, actually. No, actually, it's a half lie because we thought, and I still do think, I believe this year is going to be the year of robotics on virtuals, and we've got a big robotics token launch coming. They've put this out before. Like, I thought this was going to be a Titan launch. Uh, Fabric Foundation launching their Robo token. Dude, it's not launching on virtuals though. It's not like, man, this is not a Titan launch. They're launching on their own. This reminds me of Deus a few weeks back. They're just launching on their own and they're giving some virtuals, the virtuals community some exposure to it. It's better than nothing. It's not what I was hoping for, right? I was really hoping this was gonna be a Titan launch. It's not. Any virtuals holder, well, okay, not holder, you gotta be a staker. You have to have over 100 V virtual, makes you eligible for their presale. So better than nothing. I wanted these splashy plays on virtuals, and look, getting a lot of FUD from the community. Kinda. Darren likes it. Big Will doesn't like it. Big Will and what's his name, Evan still beefing on the timeline. I think they're both just, engagement farming from it. It's silly at this point. That's a launch to keep our eyes on, like, for sure, and this is coming up, what, is this tomorrow? Oh, they take a snapshot tomorrow of your V virtuals. So, if you're interested in that, you wanna get in the presale, better buy some virtuals and stake it real quick, and then tomorrow, details of the sale. Pretty spicy. Alright, out at Davos, a lot of talk about AI, a lot of talk about everything. Well, it's getting so interesting, but a lot of talk about AI. Are we moving down? Hang on. Uh, let's go have a peek, see? Let's look. We are. I don't know. Low 80s is in our future for sure. I mean, most likely. Again, a lot of talk about AI. Here's the CEO of Circle saying in 3 to 5 years, billions, billions of AI agents are gonna use crypto and stable coins to move at lightning speed. Is that what he said? Lightning speed? Yeah, yeah. Right? We thought this a year ago, and just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. Right? Okay, tinfoil hat back on. When these guys say things, I believe them, and whether it's a willing a thing into reality, happens it just happens, right? Do you guys remember, like, 5 or 6, 7 or 8 years ago when they were talking about the great reset? You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Like, you remember that, and it was a PR disaster and whatever. It's happening, and it will continue to happen. It's gonna happen. It's either by design or because that was just, like, naturally where things are heading. This is kind of the same thing, 'cau it you don't have billions of agents trading on chain yet. I kinda thought we would have a lot more by now. In fact, we see very little. That doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. I just would argue it's still too early, and I believe just like I believe Bitcoin is digital gold. Oh, fuck, I gotta get back to the Bitcoin point. I had one more thing. Okay, but just like I believe Bitcoin really it really is a meme coin, by the way, but also it is digital gold. It's all of this at the same time. Very neat type of asset. But I believe this, we will have billions of agents on-chain trading. That time is coming. I believe it. I know this. Musk said AI and robots cause an explosion in the global economy. It's the path to abundance for all. Again, I'm there. I had a debate with a buddy this week too. And again, it's the universal higher income thing, and people will have to pay you more because you're more productive. And his argument is, why would they? And I can see this argument. It makes sense. He's, why would they? What's their incentive to pay you more as opposed to just keeping more of it for themselves? And my counter to that's always, what's in it for them? It's you not in the streets rioting because you can't afford to live anywhere. And we're right on that balance. I mean, I'm like, look, it's not that extreme yet. For some people, it probably is. A lot of people, it probably is. We're, like, very close to that line, and when we cross that line, where you guys and me actually, like, can't make it, not just struggle, because I imagine a lot of us here, it's not that easy right now, and we're all really fortunate too, right? I think we could all cut back like crazy, and we're just totally fine, right? Things have changed. When you get to that point where you can cut back and still you can't make it, you can't afford things where maybe your living situation has to change or does change on in the streets, in the streets. And that's why. They're not gonna do it out of the goodness of their heart, they're gonna do it because they have to. Because then at that point, like, their lives are in risk. Real talk, sounds crazy, it's not crazy. Um, who is this? Hang on, I saw this, and I thought this was cool as fuck. From Google, co-founder and chief AGI scientist, Google DeepMind. AGI's on the horizon. They're hiring a senior economist, guys. Like, again, it's going here. It's going here. It's cool. It's really, really, really gonna happen. It really is. And it's just years off. It's not that long. Fair too. CZ saying, AI will use well, actually, just like the CEO of, NVIDIA, but AI is gonna use crypto. Oh, no, hang on, it was the CEO of Circle, but same thing. AI is gonna use crypto for payments, not bank cards. Probably gonna use both, but it is gonna use crypto. I believe that too. It just makes sense. And again, a lot of talk about AI. They must have had an AI panel or the day or, you know, they had a focus on AI, that's for sure, but it's coming. AI will affect about 60% of jobs, 40% globally. Some workers already benefit from higher pay due to AI. She warned it could eliminate entry-level roles. I'm fully there. I'm fully there. It will eliminate entry-level roles. Stuff that you can script and automate away. I mean, I think one of the reasons we don't script and automate it away is because it takes a lot of work to script it. It's you know what I mean? Like, that takes some work too, is building out the apps and the systems that you can then script away and automate those entry level, the data entry, kind of roles. I've done that before, right? Or in my, young professional career. I did that. I know what that is. I understand how you can script that right away. You can automate that completely. And there goes not my job, but everybody I work with. I could see all the departments that won't exist, they won't. And then working in IT and knowing a lot about all different departments, right? I can see how many of those are gonna go bye-bye. A lot of them are gonna go bye-bye. And now you see that Claude Code, you can write these programs, you could probably write out these scripts very easily. It's coming, man. It's coming. But if you're a worker, if you're producing, AI is gonna make you more productive and cue, UHI. We hope, I hope. I think we all kinda hope. Universal higher income. I wanna just jump back to, Bitcoin real quick. Cathie Wood has tweaked her Bitcoin predictions. She's actually lowered her prediction a bit. She was calling for 1,000,000 per Bitcoin in 2030, and she's lowered it a bit. She's now predicting that Bitcoin hits a $16 trillion market cap, which is about 800,000. It's a pretty big change, 20%. And her reasoning's kinda crazy, and I remember we talked about this, like, a month ago. Her reasoning's kinda crazy because, like, man, one of her main, I guess, beliefs for Bitcoin and why that price would get so high was 'cause it was gonna be used as a payment coin, and that was priced into her prediction. And because stablecoins have grown in such a big way, she's like, "Ah, maybe it'll be less about Bitcoin, it'll be more about stablecoins." And I said back then, and I'll say now, it's to me, it's shocking to have that thesis and to not have understood stablecoins and how big they would get. I would have hoped she would have knew that, understood it, whatever, but she didn't. So anyway, she's lowered that prediction quite a bit. Again, 20% lower. Still, I'll take 800K per Bitcoin in 4 years. I'll take it. That's gonna be a beautiful thing, and I'm with it, and I'm with her. In fact, I'm Bitcoin 500K to a mil. I think a mil is still possible. 500K is possible. 800 right in the middle. Any of the it's so much higher. That's the easy call. So much higher in 4 years. And beyond that, it gets even crazier. Okay. Clock's not our friend right now, so we're gonna go quick. Looking at the NFT market, again, numbers are way, way, way up, but don't get confused with this and think that we've got, like, collections that are ripping. It's a couple collections that are getting a ton of volume. One of them's for a token presale, and it gives you, like, an NFT for your position. 38 mil in sales? Yeah, we'll look at the board and see what that is, but, I mean, like, dude, we were at 6 mil, 5 mil last week. Sellers are up, buyers are up, transactions up. I mean, up across the board. An average sale price, $380. Um, huge. Guys, there was a time where our average sale price was like 1,000 plus. Crazy, hard to believe it. The average sale was over $1,000. Bonkers. Profit's still negative, but up, negative half a mil. Okay, your top options, and you're seeing it here, right? BRC20s. Actually, Johan probably loves that. But there's a BRC20, fungible token on Bitcoin, seeing the most volume. Somebody bought $13.7 million. I think that's what this is. I'm not gonna go dig right now, but that's what that appears to be. $13.7 million, a bundle of BRC20s. And then Flying Tulip is, the token presale. So out of, that 30 something mil in sales, mil, 18 mil is between just these 2. So, right, in some context for the numbers being up so high. I hope that's not true, Moonship, It is that way now, but I hope it gets way better. Way better. Look, there's some legit stuff, right? Those plush Pepes are ridiculous, man. Those plush Pepes over on Telegram are ridiculous. $193,000 sale. Man, just never forget, look, maybe it's wash trading, maybe it's money laundering, maybe it's just rich dudes with so much money, dude, so much money. When I make money, I'll spend 10 bucks casually. When they've got money like they got, and when they're making money probably on gold and silver and all these other, like, right? It's the same as them spending 200 grand on a JPEG. There's a lot of those people out there too. Like, never forget how many people are, like, our age and grew up in the digital world, and they love this stuff, and they get it, and they got money to go spend and waste and trade, and hopefully they're gambling too. Never forget how many of those guys there are. Crazy. Good Vibes Club, up to 20% of their token supply burned. That token has pulled back quite a bit too. It's at like a 7 mil market cap now. Telling you if that gets to 5, I think I'm buying a big old bag. And it probably will. If the market keeps trending where it's going now, it's probably gonna get there. I want I want so much more. They have burned a fifth of their entire supply. Dude, we're gonna see a day where they've burned half the supply. This does move the needle at some point, like in a big, big way. Big way. 20% burned. Love it. And here, this is what I love. These guys are crushing it. They spent more money buying their own token than they made from their initial mint. That's cool. The guys, that's different. That's different. That team, I mean, they're giving it back to the community and themselves too, right? Like for sure. They're making money off this, but man, they have spent more than they made on the mint, buying back token. I love it. This is the new way to do it. I think it's the right way to do it. I'm such a huge freaking fan. I can't wait to own a Vibey again, and it'll happen. Shout out to the Cleanosaurs, selected as a top 5 finalist for Kids Screen Licensing Challenge. I don't know what it is. Kinda don't care, but it's cool. It's pretty cool. I like those guys a lot. I like Cleanosaurs, and I'm rooting for I'm rooting for everybody. Everybody, so especially those guys. Node's going on out in, what is it, Palo Alto? And so your timeline, if you're plugged into the NFT stuff, you're probably seeing those people out there in California and you send in here and people's diffuse controls on display, and I gotta hit up my buddy and see if he'll grab me a new print. Would love another print from here, but love to see it. All new outputs, um, from this. And, let's see if we get some cool announcements, like something new with the, Node, museum. If they're gonna have something new with, how they display punks or some new punks they're gonna put on display, or maybe something with Nakamigos. Johan, I don't know if you're still here, man, but I bought a Nakamigo this week, dude. Finally in. We'll see if there's something there. I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise, it's just a great celebration of NFTs and especially NFT art, and CryptoPunks are definitely that. So, cool shit. And then finally, just kinda unrelated, don't know where else to tack it in, but MetaMask season 1, it's over. They're calculating whatever they're calculating, and, hope you guys played it, and I hope you get a nice fat Linea stimmy, and we'll see. We'll see. Alright, how did we do? Did we make it to abstract today? We did not. It's still not look, it, like, shows I'm streaming. I even while we're streaming, killed it and set it up from scratch, like stream key, all that stuff. Nothing. Nothing, dude. I don't know, that's an abstract problem, which, by the way, happy birthday, Abstract. Abstract turned 1-year-old, I think, like, 2 days ago. And holy shit, has that not lived up to any of the hype. Not a single product on Abstract I use. Not a single thing. What's up, cutie? Good to see you, man. There's nothing on Abstract I use other than the streaming thing, and that's half working. And let me think. There's nothing on Abstract. They got some good IP there, awesome. There's nothing. I'm shocked. I still won't bet against Luca Nets, but I'm shocked. I thought they had this is where I play fantasy and it can get me in trouble. I would assume that they already had stuff lined up, and maybe they didn't. They had a blockchain lined up, and then the goal was what? Grow it, and ain't happening. Alright, final look at the market. Yeah, again, not great. Weekend's coming, low volume. We'll see. So oh, I love that. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Just because we have probably a minute. Let's go look at floor prices. I really love Fukahedrons, man. I'm probably just never gonna sell them. Um, yeah, I don't know. I do want another cent. Yeah, looking looking whatever. Kinda mixed bag over there. Over on ETH, let's see, Vibey's 0.88, Nakamiko's 0.14, Pudgy's 4.9. Yeah, I don't know, looking okay. Nothing nothing standing out here. Alright, smash the like on the show. Remember to come to Crypto Slam and subscribe over here. Go to ethoswarm.ai, get on the wait list. Ooh, hang on, let's get this. Haven't bought this much art. Haven't bought much art this month besides Hartos. Strongest ordinal conviction plays. Um, oh, it lays in a handful of collections, plus some limited editions from great artists. Floriforms, love it. Arrangements, love it. Scents, love it. And, the random bags, love it, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Art's so fun to collect, man. I'm not gonna slow that down. I don't do it a ton, but, I'm doing it, and I love it. Uh, ethoswarm.ai. Get on the wait list very, very soon at this point, and I'll keep you posted both on this, also status of our streams next week. Either way, I should be live just doing something maybe a little different, maybe a quick check-in. See, this is Moonship. I love that you said that. You'd be surprised, a lot of people. It's the weirdest thing. I think if you're not watching it, you're just not noticing, when people are buying it, I think the people playing NFTs are all gonna tell you the same story. They're up right now, and they're making money, and they're in liquid collections. You had to play the right stuff, though. There's not a lot. Right, well, Fibies were point 0.5 a few weeks back. We're not talking about, like, life-changing money here, but a lot of these, like, the good collections up. Yeah, NFTs are in a really interesting spot right now. I like them. I like a lot. I'll just say this, if you're not I recommend you watch NFTs. They're in a much better spot than people think, and volume, yes, like, multi-year low and all that, but see some of those big sales and, well, now I gotta do this. You'll laugh. You'll laugh, but here we go. You'll laugh because it's like it's peanuts. Because 'cause we're thinking in, like, meme coin terms, but, these are 2.5x since yesterday, right? Like, this kind of thing feels like it's happening regularly now. I think people just are not it's not loud, it's not big money, but I think people are not seeing that there's collections kinda regularly now, um, moving. These were 3 days ago, 0.0009, and I think they were a free mint, so from 0.0008 or 9, 0.0004, these were nothing up to, 0.018 basically. There's plays all over NFTs. Those are handmade. Yeah, 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 I think not AI slop on these. I don't know if it's clay and then it's like they're I'm not sure. What I read is they're handmade, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'll just say it again. There's some really cool shit happening in NFTs, and I know there's people making money in NFTs, which is, awesome. Yeah, let me see. Handmade, and I know they're not AI, but I don't know how they're made. Yeah, I think they're clay. That's what I think they're clay or plastic or whatever. Anyway, okay, point there again. People are most people I know who are doing NFTs, which the reason I'm saying most is because I don't know many people doing it, but the people I know who are doing NFT stuff are making money, which is great. Now, if we get other people seeing that and coming in and, playing with us, do we get some action? Like, maybe. Maybe. Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you. And on that note, worst timing to join and come and retweet because 'cause we're done. Ethoswarm.ai, join the wait list. Can't wait. Can't fucking wait. Crypto Slam on YouTube. I already did this many times. Follow us at Crypto Slam IO, and I'll see you guys Monday. In order to catch me, I'll be live this weekend too. We'll see you later, guys. Have a great day.